Phillip J Pierre again, during that same interview, had to talk about Guy Joseph. Oh, absolutely. I'm not even going to paraphrase for you. Let's go to that video with Phillip J Pierre talking about Guy Joseph. Roll it.
So talking about facts, Mr. Pierre, what are the facts surrounding Mr. Guy Joseph and allegations of investigations into
I'm very
Mr.
glad
Guy
you
Joseph?
brought.
Yeah.
Mr. Joseph has been saying in Parliament with much bravado, you all investigated me. I defy Guy Joseph to find any document that says there's any investigation about him. Defy him. I defy him. I defy him. In fact, what there is, and I can attest to, there is an investigation that is ongoing in the airport financing, A&M, etc. That is ongoing, which this government has stopped because they have not given the necessary information that was required. But there was no investigation on Guy Joseph, and I heard you repeat that, and I heard Russell say the same thing. That is not factual at all. The investigation was around the entire airport situation.
But not specifically Mr. Joseph?
No, it was not. It has never been him. It has never been him. But he believes he can take on the mantle of bravado because he talks the loudest and he makes the most noise. But there was never an investigation in Guy Joseph. I defy him to show it. Never.
There was never any investigation into Guy Joseph. I defy him to show it. Never. Let's keep it real tonight, folks. Let's keep it real. I don't know what kind of Kool-Aid was being drunk or what. Myself. So, since Phillip J Pierre says he defies anybody to prove that, I'll take him up on the challenge. Let's go to document number 1. Person of interest. There it is. Let's go to the top of that. Gotta give the Keeping It Real crew everything. The top of that. Oh, that is the top, is it? It's higher than that. Okay. But folks, this is from, there we go. Now zoom in a little bit more. You know it's nighttime over there. Some people, their glasses not working too well. That's right. Attorney General's Chambers. Dated the 16th of December. Look at it on the left there, folks. 2015, and it's addressed to Andrew D. Finkelman, trial attorney at the U.S. Department of Justice, Criminal Division, Office of International Affairs, 1301 New York Avenue, Northwest, Suite 800, Washington, D.C., 20005. And it says, request for mutual legal assistance in the matter of Antonio Asenza. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. Dear Mr. Finkelman, and folks, I have to tell you that I have redacted quite a bit of this communication from St. Lucia's Attorney General, Kim Sendrose, because it's irrelevant to the point I want to make here. And just to let you know, what has been redacted will be dealt with on another show. I'm not going to give you everything one time. Oh no! Got to keep you coming back for more. So let's go. Dear Mr. Finkelman, we welcome your offer of a telephone call, and after reading your letter of October the 21st, 2015, we believe a conversation would be more beneficial together with this response. And then it says the request. With the benefit of your letter dated October the 21st, 2015, we wish to place on hold requests for number 1 to 7, 9, and 14. We wish to focus in particular on request number 8, 10, and 11 that relate to the 2 key persons of interest, Guy Joseph and Antonio Asenza. What did Phillip J Pierre just say a while ago? Guy Joseph is not the focus of any investigation, any person of interest, nada. So let's go to the next page. Let's go to number 2. Yes, under probable cause. Zoom in for the nighttime people, please. Zoom in on that there for me. Overview. That paragraph there. Yes, that's it. Bring it down. That's right, that's right. We have attempted to bring further clarity on the subject of probable cause, and that's in inverted commas there, and I would suppose that is a question that they ask them about probable cause. Not only for requests 8, 10, 12, and 13, but also for the entire case. We focus on one subject, material omissions, in one example. Okay, I'm reading the wrong thing there. Oh, under overview. You can't see that, that's why. Overview. The St. Lucia person of interest is who? Guy Joseph, who during the entire relevant time period was Minister of Communications, Works, Transport and Public Utilities. He was also a member of Parliament for Castres Southeast on behalf of the United Workers' Party. He occupied a position of public officer, and we allege that he is subject to and in breach of the following law. And he says section 4 of the criminal code, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm dealing with here tonight is the statement by Phillip J Pierre, leader of the opposition, that there is no investigation into Guy Joseph. But I'll read it again. Under the overview section, it says, the St. Lucian person of interest is Guy Joseph. It didn't say Norbert Williams. It didn't say Peter Flo. It didn't say Coco Flo. It didn't say Maji 212. Guy Joseph, person of interest. I don't think you can get any more direct than that to me. What do you think? But there's more. Oh yeah, let's go to the next page. Because you see, unlike certain people, I will show you the signature page. Go up for me, please. Mute. Allez, that's right. After the final paragraph there, after your review of this letter, we look forward to a telephone call. I would request that Mr. Lindquist, the investigator, be allowed to participate in the telephone call given his forensic investigations and intimate knowledge of the case. Further, I have asked Mr. Lindquist to send by FedEx a copy of the exhibits that are referred to and numbered in the letter and appendices. We thank you in advance for your valuable cooperation in this matter. Yours faithfully, signed, Kim St. Rose, Attorney General of St. Lucia. But it gets even more interesting, folks. Come over here. I have more for you. Pour fini. You know what? Let's roll back a little bit on that Phillip J Pierre person of interest video. Just about 30 seconds from the end. Because I want people to hear it again. They may have forgotten. They may have come in a little late. Let's throw that up there for them to hear. 30 seconds from the end. Phillip J Pierre last week.
That is ongoing in the airport financing, A&M, etc. That is ongoing, which this government has stopped because they have not given the necessary information that was required. But there was no investigation on Guy Joseph, and I heard you repeat that, and I heard Russell say the same thing. That is not factual at all.
Pause.
The investigation.
There is no you can take that down now. There is no investigation into Guy Joseph. This is not factual at all. Page 2. The St. Lucian person of interest is Guy Joseph from St. Lucia's Attorney General on the 16th of December 2015, Kim St. Rose. Phillip J Pierre, as he has touted many times in the House and elsewhere, was the Deputy Prime Minister. He sits in cabinet. And even if he may not have been, maybe he was under the weather that day and he didn't attend cabinet, he wasn't around. He was back eventually as a minister of government, a senior minister of government, the deputy prime minister. He had to have heard about this. He deaf, he blind, he sud, he kabwe. You answer those questions for yourself. But Phillip J Pierre says there's no investigation, but hold on. Not just, no, folks. They can come better than that. Not only did the Attorney General write that letter, I have information before me. A cabinet conclusion number 411 of 2012. Appointment to conduct forensic investigation. And that cabinet had confirmed the appointment of Mr. Robert Lindquist for the purpose of conducting a forensic investigation on behalf of the government of St. Lucia. The Attorney General, after consultation with the Prime Minister, will act on behalf of the government in this regard. And Phillip J Pierre, member of government, Deputy Prime Minister number 2, sits in cabinet, does not know about this. There are minutes from cabinet. Something as major as this must have been discussed with the Prime Minister. This is some serious business. And Robert Lindquist, folks, listen here. Robert Lindquist was paid almost 3 million EC dollars to conduct this investigation. 3 million EC dollars to conduct this investigation. There's hardly any information in the Attorney General's chambers and in my lady's chumba. Anyway, but hold on, it gets better. It gets better or worse. If you as an individual, not an employee, but a contractor, an individual who does work for government, if the check is $1,000 for your work or $10,000, it doesn't matter. If it's for $1,000, when you get that check, it's for $900 because they tax that before you even get it. And if you're a corporation, it's corporate tax on there. But Robert Lindquist, being a foreigner, conducting business with the government of St. Lucia, is supposed to have 25% withdrawn from that check as withholding tax. But you know what, folks? Guess what? I bet you can't guess what. No taxes, no withholding, and there is no evidence of any withholding or any authorization not to withhold taxes from Robert Lindquist. Nada! Lots of questions to answer in that. But there's no investigation into Guy Joseph. But the person who was paid somehow magically had no taxes withheld from their payment, even whilst this government had gotten into office. A month or two into this current term, a payment or two was made to Robert Lindquist, ek person pa di gouvernement, person pa di Premier Ministre. Does that sound a little irregular? Folks, does it sound a little irregular?